Started studying in engineering, mechanical engineering in year 2000 and graduated in 2004, after which I went in industry to ST Microelectronics as a process and product development engineer. There, in ST Microelectronics, I first started to work on wire bonding process, which is really the process which connects the silicon to the outside world, to the PCB. After which, I continued to start as a plasma process development engineer, which is a process which is used to prepare surfaces so that you improve the adhesion of, for example, the gold wire, which is used in wire bonding, and also to improve the transfer molding process to encapsulate the package. And finally, I moved into another product group where I was one of the designers in the MEMS business unit. If any one of you has ever used Dewey or an iPhone or a Sony Vaio, okay, the accelerometer device which is used there has been designed fully by ST, and I can proudly say that I was part of the team which created the product. So, after 1 year in industry, I decided to pursue my studies, and I went for a master's in integrated product development. I studied locally in University of Malta, part-time. So I continued working and studying. Between 2006 and 2008, I worked at Lufthansa Technik as a planning and projects engineer. As a planning engineer, I was responsible to prepare layovers, to prepare for layovers, aircraft layovers. That is practically anything from creating a project Gantt chart, okay, so what to do first, next, and so on. Coordinating with production processes so that the work can get done efficiently. And also, as a project engineer there, I was part of the project team to implement SAP. At present, I am QA and Process Assistant Manager at Playmobil. Now, something about Playmobil Malta. Playmobil is owned by Brandstätter family. Okay, it's a prominent toy producer in many countries around Europe and North America, and we are experiencing growing market shares in the rest of the world. So all the production sites are in the EU. Okay, so in Malta, Spain, Germany, and the Czech Republic. In Malta since 1971, and currently we have a factory in Halfar. We are ISO 9001, that is Quality Management System, and ISO 14001, which is very recently Environmental Management System certified. And we are one of the largest, as you know, private employer in Malta. We employ around 800 employees, and we subcontract work to many subcontractors, which we can say employ a very big number of employees as well. Our major product is the Playmobil figure, accessories for this figure, and 1 to 3 Playmobil series, okay, which caters for children under the age of 3 years. Now, some processes, injection molding process. Okay, we have over 200 injection molding machines in our facility, apart from those injection molding machines that we occupy, let's say, at our subcontractors. The clamping force ranges from 6 tons, which are very small machines, to 200 tons, capable of producing quite large parts. Over 3,500 tons of thermoplastic raw material are injected annually. The materials used are several thermoplastics material, and we operate most of the year on 3-shift basis. So, some basics of the injection molding process. Okay, so you have plastic granules which are heated by the use of heaters, and also the friction inside the barrel which melts the plastic, and then you can inject them inside a mold to create your final shape. Okay. In a little bit more detail, what I have just explained. Okay, so you have the feeding zone, the transition zone, and the metering zone. Now, ultrasonic welding. In ultrasonic welding, you can bond two pieces of plastic together by using a very, very small relative movement between the parts. Okay, so you have frequencies of around 20 kilohertz, okay, where the parts are vibrating in contact, friction generates heat, and once you apply pressure, your two parts become one, okay. The high frequency is produced by applying a square wave to a piezoelectric material, okay? It will vibrate according to the wave that you are employing, and this is transmitted towards the parts through a sonotrode, okay? We have 14 ultrasonic machines, and we perform approximately 15 million welds per year. I'm quoting the results from 2008. And according to the days that we have worked in 2008, it's approximately one weld approximately every 1.5 seconds. Quite impressive. An average of 7 welds goes in every 1 to 3 sets. Most other sets don't have welded parts inside. But due to safety reasons, for sets which will be used by children under 3 years of age, most small parts will be welded on so that they cannot be swallowed, and choking hazard would be avoided. Printing process. So the most common printing process which we use in Playmobil is the PET printing process, where you have a capsized spot which transfers paint onto a steel motif. Okay, a rubber tampon is then pressed against the motif, which transfers the paint from the motif over to the tampon. The motif moves out of the way, and the tampon can then move down on the plastic part. The great advantage of this process is that it's relatively simple, okay, and you can use it on complex shapes as well, not only flat surfaces. We have over 50 machines. Approximately 6 million parts are printed every week, apart from the parts that we print at our subcontractor sites. Okay. As for packaging, our main processes, even though we have another one, which is the blister packaging, are pre-packed bags and carton boxes. So the sets that you see in the shelves in leading toy stores. Okay. The packaging process for pre-packs involves most of it automated through vibratory bowl feeders, and sometimes where you have complex or parts where you can have entanglement, there is an operator intervention, and the parts are placed in a bucket until they arrive to a chute, where the chute is capsized so that the bucket is capsized into a chute, okay, and a plastic film is wrapped around this chute so that after sealing it forms the bag. These bags are placed in carton sleeves, okay, which are opened automatically on our machines. Okay, the pre-packs are placed inside, and the boxes are sealed using hot glue. Okay, so finally, some facts about Playmobil. So Playmobil Malta is the only producer of the Playmobil figure. Okay, so any figure around the world that you may encounter has been produced at our facilities here in Malta. Okay, and since 2007 we have been producing more than 100 million Playmobil figures each year. Okay, you start saying, where do all those figures go? But thank goodness that's why we are still employed with the company. So 50% of the molds used by Playmobil are produced within Playmobil Malta. Okay, we also buy molds from mostly our mother company in Germany. All Playmobil toys conform to the strict test of European and US toy safety standards. I know I didn't have to write this down, but because it's quite obvious, otherwise we can put our product on the market. But it's true. Okay, and Playmobil is quite proud that we use the green dot symbol on all of its products. Since we are very environmentally conscious, okay, and we take care that we all the time try to reduce our environmental impact